Hi, everyone. My name is Angela Campbell. I'm a health information professional and a health information educator at San Juan College in Farmington, New Mexico. I'm also a Cengage faculty partner. I want to spend a few minutes with you today to introduce MindTap and to share how it helps my students and me. I've used MindTap for several years. Just as a disclaimer, I want to share that I teach in a 100% online program. However, I've also worked with many faculty who also use MindTap in a hybrid or fully face-to-face traditional program, and they use MindTap for the same reasons that I do. At my institution, MindTap is utilized in several of our courses. Students love the interaction with the course material. I've personally seen students perform better in courses with MindTap than those in a course using the same textbook without MindTap. These results are documented in assessments that have been performed at my institution. One of the products used in my program is the Essentials of Health Information Management textbook. This product has many resources, including a student workbook and MindTap. I would like to explore MindTap for the Essentials of Health Information Management with you. As I introduce the features that are offered, I'll share the uses and benefits and why I think it's important. So let's get to what we're all here for. Let's take a look inside MindTap. I've created a course for the purpose of this demonstration. Let's see if I can get to that course now. Share my screen. When you open MindTap, you can see all the chapters from the text. MindTap actually provides an ebook that students can use. It's located right here. It says full book. You can pull down the table of contents and see that all the chapters are provided. This is great for students while they're working on their homework. Looking at the left side of the screen, I can quickly look at all the activities that are available to include in my course. You can easily hide or show the activities and decide if you want them to be for practice or to count towards a student's grade. If I want to change their practice or graded status, I just simply click on the activity. Say I want it to be graded. And that's it. I know I did that quickly, but this is one small feature. I really just wanted to show you how easy it is to change settings. For now, let's focus on chapter 2. I collapsed all the chapters, and from this position now, you can see the number of activities available in chapter 2, as well as chapter 1. You can see there's a reading activity. By clicking on this link, students are provided with the reading for this chapter, so they can do everything from inside MindTap. This is the same content that I showed you in the full book earlier. It's just a different way to get to it. One of the activities I like to assign is the knowledge check activities. The number of activities vary from chapter to chapter and from one text to another. With the knowledge check activities, they are basically an opportunity for students to check their understanding. This activity has 5 questions. Students can check their answer. They can check their work right while they're in here and get instant feedback to tell whether they're correct or not. They can move to the next question. They don't have to check their work. It's up to them. And they can move from question to question easily with different approaches. It just depends on how they want to do that. And then they can submit the assignment. The score stayed with them, and it was showed them along the way how they were doing. The activity can be set to allow students to complete it one time or multiple times. Again, I like these because they allow students to have a basic understanding if they're grasping the material before they complete an assignment or an exam. The next section is the Apply Yourself section. I really like these activities because they require students to apply what they've learned to various scenarios. Many of the activities include a short video. My students have shared that the videos really help them to understand how the information um, they are learning will be used. They're usually only a few minutes long. This provides what the video is about.
Miss Gonzalez?
Oh, hi, Mary. Come on in. Have a seat. And if you don't call me Miss Gonzalez, I won't call you Miss Tillotson. It's Barbara.
Okay. It's just that since this is an official visit, I thought I'd be at my most businesslike.
Oh, I didn't realize this was an official visit, so... Hey. Officially, what's up?
Well, I saw the posting that you put on the job board for the entry-level coding position.
Oh,
So,
and you filled out an application. Wonderful. Come on, have a...
Rather than taking your time to continue watching the video, I'll cut it short, but I wanted to show that the videos are practical and well done. Following the activities, students have an opportunity to be quizzed on the concepts. Some activities will be essay, some will require a paper to be submitted, others will be multiple choice. Here you see the students have 4 questions about the video. They're asked to explain and discuss what transpired in the video. I've asked sometimes for students to watch the video and then use these questions in a discussion forum in the online class, simply just providing the questions during that discussion forum. I've also seen in a face-to-face environment where these questions can be the basis for a great discussion. Students really seem to engage with the material presented in the various videos and scenarios. I always use the final exam that's assigned for the chapters as a grade. This exam has 30 questions. Generally, the final exams are multiple choice. This allows students to receive feedback immediately upon completing the exam. Some instructors allow students to have multiple attempts, others allow a single attempt. I think it depends on how you want to use them. I like to use it as a practice exam. I'll have another quiz based off the test bank provided with the text in my LMS. I also always assign the Learning Lab. These are unique activities. They have a pre-assessment quiz, some learning activities, and then a post-assessment quiz. Only the post-assessment quiz is graded. This allows the student to see how well they know the material with only a few questions before they do the activities. Then they're presented several interactive questions to reinforce the material covered in the chapter. Finally, they're presented with the post-assessment quiz. The study tools will vary from one chapter to another. Let's look at chapter 3. Many times you'll find flashcards and PowerPoints included in the study tools. The flashcards are one of my favorite tools inside of MindTap. You can click on them here, or you can find flashcards here in the menu. Let's see what they are. They're divided by chapter. Let's look at the cards for chapter 2. Students can review the terms and their definitions quickly and easily. They can hide cards if they know them. They can shuffle the deck. They can even create their own cards. Students often share this as one of the best features inside MindTap. The other feature most students really enjoy is the Read Speaker. This is where you can change the settings for the reading speed and the type of voice you want to use. But you'll find this tool inside the reading. Let's listen.
Introduction. Prior to 1983, when the Inpatient Prospective Payment System, IPS, was implemented as part of the Tax Equity and Fiscal Responsibility Act of 1982.
I think you get the idea. You can click on this application to listen to any of the content in the text. Students share they listen while driving, while cooking dinner, doing laundry, feeding their children, and many other activities. Many will share they listen to the chapter a few times with this read speaker. It's really a great feature. When students complete activities in MindTap, you'll have a grade book that you can use. It's found down here under Progress. MindTap can be integrated into your LMS with just a few clicks, so grades flow right over into your LMS gradebook. I use the gradebook in MindTap from time to time to review a specific activity. If I see that a student has had trouble, I can look at the questions they miss. I can also see the amount of time a student spends in MindTap and when they completed the activities. There's not any students in this class, but this is just an opportunity to kind of look to see what the gradebook looks like. Before I wrap things up, I'd like to share one more feature that I use quite regularly. Within MindTap, you'll find See Now Homework. It's right here over in the menu. When you visit this area, you can see all of the activities and the number of activities associated with each activity. You can print out the activities, and I've done this from time to time when I've used it for live sessions. I'll print out the activity and the answers and then use some of the questions during a live discussion. The real gem is inside See Now is that you can create assignments. You can create homework, test, or even a study plan for students. I use this to create midterm and final exams. Let's create a final exam. I'm going to say one final exam. How about a final exam? You can see questions can be pulled from the Publish Your Test Bank or from Mind Activities. I'm going to use the Publish Your Test Bank, and you can utilize multiple resources. You don't have to use just one. You have some filters that you can apply, and then you can select the number of questions. I want to have a 50-point quiz or final. So now my 50 questions are loaded. I can click on them one at a time if I want to look at them to see what they are. I can include them one at a time or all of them, and I can change the point value very easily. Here are the test options. You can change the number of attempts, the amount of time allowed, grading, and other options. You can even shuffle questions for each student. And now, if I want to find it, whoops. Maybe I didn't save it. Well, where is it? Oh, a final exam. I'm sorry, I thought it was one. So here's my exam. But how do I get it so that students can use it? Let me show you. Very easy. I'm going to add an activity. See Now Homework. And you don't have to put the name in. You can just look for it. These are the filters and options that we looked at earlier. Then it just asks me where I want to place this. It's in this book, and I'm going to say I want to put it before chapter 3, since it was for for chapter 2. And you can see it appeared right here. Very easy. Okay. So now we've covered a lot of material in a short amount of time. I'm hopeful that this has provided some insight to the powerful tool that MindTap is. There are many different types of activities, including multiple choice, short answer, essay, matching, and more. Instructors have the flexibility to use as little or as much as they want. You can hide those activities you're not using or allow students to use all of them to practice their skills. This is what I do. Students really like using MindTap. It's a different way to evaluate their new knowledge. I hope this short demonstration has been helpful to you. Thank you for your time today. If you would like a personal consultation, you can request time with a Cengage faculty partner by contacting your learning consultant. Enjoy your day.